Yes, I mean, for one, I'd like to call out Vitor Belfort. I want to fight that guy again. I haven't said this publicly, but in my opinion, the fight was stopped early. I was fine. Yes, he threw a good kick. I felt I had a good first round. I won the first round. Whereas most people expected that to be the hardest part of the fight. Yes, he landed a beautiful kick, and all credit to him, and I went down, of course, but I was fine. I was covering up, and I felt completely fine. And after the fight, I got back to my feet, and I spoke on the microphone. I was completely fine. I was completely compos mentis, so to speak, and so I was a little disappointed, but once the referee calls a decision, that ship has sailed, and being a bad loser wouldn't have done me any favours. So, congratulate the guy. It was the referee's decision, it wasn't Vitor's. The referee stopped it, not Vitor, so congratulations to Vitor. He was also on TRT, which obviously I have a few issues with as well. But, I'm putting that behind me. I had a great training camp going into that fight. I feel I'm one of the best in the world, and I'm definitely still going to make a run for the title. I'm fighting Alan Belcher on April 27th. He's been calling me out for quite some time, so I'm looking forward to that fight. Whilst I respect all fighters, Alan Belcher is a tough fighter. I truly believe that I've just got way too much for him in every department, and there ain't going to be no tactical game plan in this one. That's just going to be a case of me going straight at him and basically just obliterating him within one round, and that's what I plan on doing. But yeah, that's about it. To be honest, I think I can completely wipe this guy out on the feet, if I'm honest. And I think I've got to be honest. Sometimes I'm guilty of trying maybe to be a little too tactical. Sometimes I'm not going to be tactical in this fight. I'm going to be the bigger, stronger, more aggressive, better fighter, and I'm just going to go at him 100% and unleash everything I've got on him. Jason Day beat him in the first round. Kendall Grove submitted him in the first round. Akiyama's beat him. I beat all these guys, not Kendall, but the other two guys. I've by far fought way better competition, and I think it's a good fight for me. Listen, I never underestimate anybody. I'm going to train accordingly. I'm doing everything I can. I'm still in shape. I'm still only at 203 pounds. Sometimes I get up to 220 pounds. I'm 203 pounds. I could make weight this weekend if I had to. I'm in good shape, and for this fight, I won't be overtraining. See, sometimes I put on a little bit too much weight, and I have to overtrain to lose the weight. And when you're winning fights and everything's going your way, you don't change things because everything's going well. The last fight didn't go well, Yes, there's a couple of issues that I'm not happy with, but ultimately you have to look at yourself and realise what you have to change. And one of the things is maybe a little more self-discipline between fights is called for. So I follow my diet. I've been training every day since the fight. I haven't put any weight on, and I'm ready to rock. I won't be overtraining. I'm going to go in there hard, ready, powerful. I won't be leaving the fight in the gym like I have done in the past, and believe me, first round, knockout, TKO, bet on that. I'm telling you right now, I will bet that everything I've got right now, first round, done. Earlier on in my career, I was 15-0, undefeated, and I think my first 12 victories were all knockouts or TKOs in the first round. So for anyone to say that I haven't got knockout power, etc., is nonsense. But as your fight career goes on, the stakes get higher, more money gets involved, you're fighting better and better opponents. You have to become more calculated. And I think, if I'm honest, I've let that side of things take over from the raw aggression, which is fighting. At the end of the day, we are fighting, and that's something I have to change. I have become a little bit too technical, maybe a little too methodical in what I do, and I need to go back to finding that inner fire, that inner rage, where we're going to fight, and I'm going to go at you, and I'm going to do everything I can. Sometimes I go out there and I have a game plan, etc., and sometimes it doesn't call for game plans. It's a fight, and I'm the biggest advocate I'm the biggest spokesman for how much of a disciplined sport mixed martial arts is, and I've done a lot of groundwork in the UK, speaking to journalists who class it as a barbaric sport, but at the end of the day, it is still a fighting sport, it is, and it's not a sport for the faint-hearted, and maybe I need to go back to that a little bit. Maybe I need to go back to the blood and guts side of it a little bit and just go back to trying to take people's fucking heads off.
British roots.
Which is what I'm going to fucking do with Alan Belcher, believe you me. As eloquent as that sounded. Since the veto fight, I've been doing a little bit of homework and speaking to some people, and it turns out there's a lot more stuff on the market than TRT that I wasn't aware of. Listen, I'll tell you now, I am so naive to all of this. I don't even go to a doctor when I have ailments or injuries and things like that. I'm very old school, too old school for my own good. You know, I stick a bit of ice on it and that's it. People are doing all kinds of therapies and treatments, etc. They're increasing the red blood cell count. They're doing all kinds of things to improve their cardio. They're increasing testosterone. They're doing all kinds of things that's in and out of the system within a week or two. This is what I'm starting to find out, and I had no idea to any of this. And you know, I'll still remain to be old school. I am who I am. I'm happy with who I am and the way my parents created me. Not the way God created me, the way my parents created me, and I'll always stay the same, you know, and I believe I'm good at... Well, listen, being who I am has got me this far, you know, and I'm happy with where I've got. I plan on going a lot further. I'm still young, you know, I'm still hungry, and I'll do just that. And I don't need to stick a needle in my arse to get there. Moving out to America, I never realised how much of an impact it would have on my life as to how professional everything is out there. You know, like my management company now, you know, they represent a lot of NFL guys. They have a PR department, they have a sponsorship department, they have a legal team, they have, you know, it's a huge office, you know, a lot of people there, all angles are covered. It's very, very professional, a lot more appearances, more sponsorship. I'm definitely making the most of my opportunity. I only have a small window as a fighter, and you know, by being in America, I'm making the most of that opportunity, you know. And yeah, to be honest, one of the best things I ever did. I love England. I miss England. I miss the sense of humour. I miss the people. I miss my family and friends, obviously. Yes, gravy. I miss gravy. I miss the sense of humour, as I said. I miss fields. I miss rivers. I can't take my dog to a river. You know, there is no goddamn rivers in California. There's a beach, yes, but you can't even let your dog off the beach by the ocean, otherwise you go crazy. I miss going for walks through the hills and throwing a stick in the river for my dog and feeding the ducks with the kids and stuff like that, you know. So life is very, very different, but for me, professionally, it's very good. The kids are happy, my family's happy, and that's the main thing.
And last but not least, is there any chance you could send just a little wish out to the Addicted MMA fans?
What's up, Addicted MMA fans? Just want to say, if you're watching this website, you've got your head screwed on, this is where it's at for MMA. I'm Michael Bisping, keep tuning in, check it out. And thank you everybody for all your support. You know, I'm just an average guy from Lancashire, as you can tell from the northern accent, you know, but I'm living the dream, and you know, I don't take any of it for granted. Thank you all very much, really from the bottom of my heart, thank you.